top two heroes, All Might and Endeavor, have never fought to our knowledge. It just wouldn't make much sense to have them hash it out with their fists and quirk. But today, we will be pitting them against each other. We will analyze the stats, quirks, and abilities of these two powerhouses in order to determine which of them would win. With these two, there are a few things to consider. Which versions of the two are going to duke it out? Has All Might already been injured? Has he already passed on One for All? These are questions that could change the outcome. By the end of Season 3, it is pretty apparent which would be the victor in a fight. I mean, All Might can only stay in his muscle form for a few seconds. Likewise, if we use the best version of All Might, he would probably mop the floor with Endeavor. They are number 1 and number 2 for a reason. For those reasons, the All Might we will use will already be injured but has not passed on One for All. He will be facing off against an Endeavor in his prime. To set the scene for this, we will say that Endeavor is much younger than his given age. He recently reached the second spot, making him about 20 years old. He has become overwhelmed by his anger and frustration at not being good enough to take the first spot. It causes him to lash out, and he challenges All Might to a battle. As the number 1 hero looks upon this young man on the verge of losing his way, All Might agrees to fight him in an effort to save him. They move to a training ground set to look like a city. The two square off, sizing each other up in a fashion they otherwise never could. Endeavor's impatience gets the better of him, and he attacks first, but the flames miss their mark. All Might strikes back with a blow that sends the younger man flying. Fortunately, Endeavor has trained himself. His feet spit fire, and he returns with a punch that catches his opponent off guard. But the symbol of peace plants a second punch that sends Endeavor crashing through a building. Hellflame bursts through the building, melting the concrete but missing its target. Blow after blow is traded until Endeavor again catches his opponent unaware. Hellflame engulfs All Might, and when it disappears, he drops to the ground. Endeavor stands the victor. He screams in fury at the fallen hero, questioning his intentions. Get up. We both know you are not done. How can you let it end like this? All Might rises, looking no worse for the wear than when the fight first started. He finds himself speechless, but speaks anyway. This is the gap between us. His arm moves faster than Endeavor can follow and delivers one last blow. The air moves and the ground shakes. It ends the moment before the fist connects, as the force of a blow that could shatter every bone in his body passes through him. Endeavor falls to his knees. All Might turns and steps away. Dreams are good, but they shouldn't consume you, says All Might. Then Enji Todoroki goes home and gives up on his dream. Just kidding. It would change his life and the lives of those that come after him. Why was this fight so one-sided? Their stats are one indicator. All Might has straight sixes across the board, the highest even possible for each stat. On the other hand, Endeavor's power, speed, and technique all are 5s. While those are really good, his intelligence is 4 and his cooperativeness is only 2. Even though the point of this is one-on-one combat, if it were team-based, that would make his chances of winning even lower. As for their quirks, All Might was capable of using One for All right off the bat. A quirk that stores and gives its users access to an enormous amount of stored energy. Energy that he can use to enhance his strength, his speed, and his durability to superhuman levels. Hellflame is no pushover either, a powerful quirk that Endeavor can use to generate and manipulate flames. The dude is literally My Hero Academia's version of a firebender. It also seems to make the user immune to fire. However, the user of this quirk drains its user and can cause them to overheat. All Might is not immune to fire, so why didn't the flames burn him anyway? His high intelligence is thanks to his intuition, which is literally off the charts. This lets him utilize his immense speed to dodge most attacks. Even with the attacks that do hit him, few can break through his insane durability. We have seen him dive through burning wreckage to save people with little to no effect. Cool as Endeavor's powers are, this just is not a fair fight. Is there any way for Endeavor to win this battle? I can only think of two ways. The first of which would be for Endeavor to know about All Might's injuries. He would have to figure out a way to prolong the fight in order to use up All Might's time in muscle form. The second would be to have him fight All Might after he has retired. All Might would be using his muscle form for a split second to deliver or dodge a blow. Likely the latter, as he is not a weakling, even without a quirk. Both of those options are but hollow victories though. From what we've seen, Enji Todoroki doesn't just want to be the strongest, he wants to prove that he is the strongest. This is why All Might's retirement upsets him so much. With the number one out of the game, he cannot do that. Victories won by tricks or against a weakened All Might would mean nothing to Endeavor. Well guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this kind of analysis between these two. Let me know what characters have not fought yet in the show or the manga that you would like to see fight, and maybe I'll pit them against each other. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Well guys, make sure that you subscribe, make sure you like this video, make sure you hit that notification bell so you never miss a video, and we will see you guys next time.